All right, and we are live. We are live. Let me check on Facebook. Refresh. Yep. Actually, let me make sure. Let's see at the first. There we go. Now we're live. All right. Yes, sir. We are live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm Tyrion Hawkins here. I'm the Passive Income Guru. Hope you guys are doing fantastic on this Friday. Got some very not surprising but very exciting information for you this afternoon. So you want to make sure that you watch this video all the way. Pay attention to the information that we're going to give you. So a little bit of housekeeping first before we get started. We want to make sure that we're streaming live on both platforms, YouTube and Facebook. But if you're tuning in on this Friday, let us know where you're tuning in from. We would love to get to know more about you and your goals, but we're going to, again, present something to you that's going to make you very, very excited. So bear with me just for a second. I have to give you guys the actual title of this video. Okay, so 1 second here. We got people streaming in here. Wonderful.
Let's go. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
Terrence from Little Rock, just up the road in Arkansas.
Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to keep it that simple right there. Who else is tuning in? Let me see here.
It says 15 people. It says we're live, so we're good.
All right. Terrence from Little Rock. Awesome. What's up, Terrence?
What's going on, Terrence?
Terrence is making some waves. I see Terrence doing some big things online, man. So congratulations, Terrence. I see you, man.
Congrats, brother.
Almost there. There we go. All right, so 50,000 guys. So the title of this live is 50,000 people have said yes to being epic. Okay, cash flow plus residual income equals freedom or financial freedom. So guys, you know who I am. My name is Tyrion Hawkins. I go by the Passive Income Guru. I've been a full-time entrepreneur since 2013-14. I say that because in between those times, I was transitioning from my job. Okay, I was still in the transition from 13 to 14 of getting out of some things that I need to get out of as far as business, so that I can make a grand exit. Okay, out of the corporate America world into the entrepreneurship world. So I would say between 2013 and 14, I've been full time, and it's been a great ride since. Now we are on a mission. Now my apologies, I'm being rude here. I got my partner Nicholas Lau to the bottom right. I got Ali to the bottom left, and to the top right we got Thomas. These are my business partners, and we're going to speak to you today. Hopefully we can get into your DNA. You know, the DNA is probably one of the deepest things in your body that's going to help you resonate with our message today. Okay, so hopefully you're going to feel our energy. You're going to feel our excitement on what we have for you. So I'm a long-term network marketer turned internet marketer in 2006 and 7. I came online trying to learn the ropes. Struggled a lot early on in my career. Lost a lot of money. Lost thousands, literally 5 figures, guys. In this game. Okay, that didn't stop me because I was on a mission to actually learn the secrets, learn how to maneuver, so to speak. And in that time frame, I learned the psychology of marketing. I learned how to talk to people, how to build relationships. I learned how to speak. Now, I'm learning, as far as speech goes, I'm still learning that. You guys know I stutter a lot, but guess what? Even though I stutter and all that stuff, I've made a lot of money, right? It doesn't matter if you stutter. It matters the message you're trying to get across to people and your energy. It matters the value that you're trying to bring to the masses. And let me just say this, ladies and gentlemen, we are in a day and age right now. You guys know what's going on in the world right now. The pandemic, the supreme COVID-19 coronavirus. All right. It has put a monkey wrench. It has thrown so many businesses off that people are getting laid off from their jobs. I mean, people are getting just let go. Okay. We can't use it anymore because our sales are down. Right. You don't know. I mean, the job security, that stuff, you can throw it out of the window. There's no such thing as job security. Every time you go to work today, you're rolling the dice. Am I going to be here tomorrow? Can I wake up tomorrow and know that I'm going to have a job, right? So there's a shift happening, a huge shift. And as entrepreneurs, we feel the shift, we adjust to the shift, and we have to bring something to the table that's going to benefit people, even though these hard times, these pandemics come along. Okay, we don't know how long it's going to be going on. We just know that it is wreaked havoc in this nation, all around the world. All right, so when that happens, it puts a damper on people's financial status. So what do? What does a person do when they're let go? What does the person do where their income is not coming in like it used to be? Well, what they have to do is they got to look for something that's going to make sense. They got to look for opportunities that's going to bring in more income. They got to become an entrepreneur, so to speak. All right, and there's been thousands of people, I believe, and I know that because I've gotten contacted by a lot of people who they're ready to start a business. But let me give you an encouragement for those of you who still have your jobs. Do not wait till the last minute to start something. Do not wait till the last minute to start an opportunity that can bring you income. Okay, so today we're going to talk to you about a company called Epic Trading. Okay, 50,000 people. Let me say that one more time. 50,000 people have said yes all around the world to this opportunity. Why? Number one, we're dealing with a platform that is a $1 trillion industry. It's a $1 trillion industry, which is Forex trading. Okay, Forex trading allows you to learn a skill that no one can take from you. Forex education, guys, is not going to be taught to you in school systems. Let me just say that right now. There may be a few schools that teach you, but majority of them are not going to teach you Forex trading. Why? Because they want you to get out of school and work for them. They don't want you to pursue your dreams. They want you to work for their dreams. Hopefully you just heard what I said. They don't want you to pursue your dreams. They want you to work for their dreams. Okay? And we're here because we want to show you how to work for your own dreams. When you have something under your belt, in your back pocket, like Forex trading, you learn that education, guess what? Nobody can take it away from you. Your mama, your daddy, your haters, your naysayers, your critics. Nobody can take that away from you. All you got to do is learn the skill, execute, and have the right mindset that you're going to win. And this platform with Epic Trading, guys, we put together something that's very special, educational platform with the opportunity for you to learn the education, to make passive income while you're learning, to master the skill. And if you're consistent and you have laser focus, guess what? You cannot lose here. You cannot lose. So if you don't have cash flow, guess what? You're not in business. And residual income is a sweet deal. I'm going to call it the ninth wonder of the world, because without residual income, ladies and gentlemen, you're just working every single day to make ends meet. Okay. So we're giving you the best of both worlds here. Cash flow, which is coming from your trading when you learn the skill, and then residual income that's going to pay you month in and month out. Okay. To learn a skill, to share this opportunity with other people. And we all know that we get residual bills every single month. Your light bill, if you don't pay that, it's going off. If you don't pay your gas bill, you're not going to have a hot shower. Okay. If you don't pay your electric bill, good luck with that. You're going to be in the dark. We know those bills are going to come residually every single month. It makes sense to build a residual income for yourself and for your family and for generations to come. This, in the end, is about building a legacy, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So what I want to do, I want to pass the torch on to one of my business partners. You see to the bottom right, Nicholas Lau. We've been knowing each other for a very long time, over 6-7 years, I believe, Nick. Nick is going to tell you what we offer as a team. why we're so excited about this opportunity, and what you can do, what to expect when you join us, when you lock arms with us. So Nick, I'll go and give it to you, brother.
All right. Thank you, Ontarian. I really appreciate it. It's good to be with everybody today. So just a little bit of background on myself. I come from the software engineering industry. I had a great job for many years. I thought that was going to be the place that I was going to retire. And then one day that company decided that they're going to go public. And the first thing they did, started laying people off left and right. They kept me because I was new there and my salary wasn't, that much compared to other people, but they let go of my supervisors. They let go of a lot of my friends who were contractors. And I became very unhappy very quick. My workload went up. They moved me to another department. And I said, there's got to be a better way. I started looking for a plan B. And I said, that plan B has to be online. And, one thing led to another. And, I started building my plan B on the side. And eventually, when things kind of lined up, I said, you know what? The time I'm spending at work, if I would spend that time on my business, imagine where my business could go. So I walked into the office one day. I talked to my new boss, said, I'm not happy here anymore. It's like there's been some changes around here. I'm not okay with it. And if I don't make this change now, I'm going to regret it the rest of my life. She said, I totally understand. Change is not for everybody. So I accept your 2-week notice, but you can go ahead and go home today. And she said, your check will be in the mail. I never turned around. That's April of 2015, never been back to work. And I've been able to align myself with people like Ontarian Hawkins and a lot of other people that we've associated with over the years. One thing that didn't work out for me that I wanted to is I never had residual income. Everything I was doing, I was trading time for money, whether I was doing affiliate marketing, whether I was doing e-commerce, whether I was doing real estate, everything was just time for money. And I said, you know what? It's like I'm working even harder for myself. And somebody had warned me about that. They told me that, listen, when you decide to work for yourself, if you actually want to make it work, you're going to work even harder than you do at the job. And I learned that very quickly. So I said, how do I offset that? It's like you need to have some form of residual income. So there's 2 things that I was looking for. One was a way to make money where I didn't have to depend on other people. I didn't have to depend on clients and coaching and, customers and everything. And then the other thing was I needed residual income. And what happened lately is something fell into my lap. And what fell into my lap was Forex trading. And I said, this is exactly what I've been looking for. A skill set where it's just me and the computer. Don't have to worry about customers. The markets are open 24 hours a day, and I can do it on my own time. I can teach myself. I can go look for mentorship. But then something even better happened. It's like, well, there's a company that's coming out where not only can you learn Forex trading, you could actually make residual income by sharing the opportunity with other people. And I said, that's what I've been looking for. That's exactly what I've been looking for. So I reached out to my big brother, Ontarian. I said, Ontarian, I know how we feel about, network marketing and recruiting and stuff. I said, you got one more run left in you? And he said, I got one more run left in me. So we got on a call with Ali and Thomas, and that's where we're at today. And it was just like a match that was made in heaven. We all clicked really well, and we said, you know what, we got something big here. So what I want to do is pass it over to Mr. Ali Saleh. This is an amazing, amazing man. I've only known him a short period of time, but I can consider him a brother already. We talk every single day. We've gotten along so well. And every step of this process, he has been there for me. I've never had so much leadership with Ali and Thomas. They've taken care of me from day one. Everything that they promised us, they delivered on. Even on this presentation, it was actually supposed to be just Ontarian and me. I reached out to these guys. I said, hey, we're going to go live in 15 minutes. Do you guys have some time? They're there. I mean, this is the type of leadership you want. So without further ado, let me pass it on to Mr. Ali Saleh.
Hey, Nicholas, thank you so much for that warm introduction. I really appreciate it. And guys, I'm so excited to be here with you today and to share the message of Epic Trading International, what it is, who we are as leaders, and what our organization has done in this short month, and what we are to that 50,000 people that have locked arms with Epic. So just really stick here, stick your teeth into this, because it's an incredible story. So before I really get into it, just let me introduce myself. My name is Ali Saleh. I started trading in 2016 with cryptocurrencies, and it was an amazing journey, but I learned something about trading in that very moment. I didn't need to rely on my job, right? I worked in a great organization, amazing commission structure. I was making more money than I could have ever imagined. I was enjoying myself financially, but I was working 60, 70 hours a week in a building, and I really didn't have enough time to enjoy the things that I was doing. Plus, with the traffic, the rat race, I mean, I don't need to tell you, you already know what it is, right? And the beautiful thing about this business is I could do it from anywhere, right? I'm not home right now. I'm at my in-laws' home. I'm obviously not in my current setting, but that's the power of the internet. That's the power of the of Facebook and YouTube and what we're doing with Forex. Because if you have one of these, you can literally trade at any point in time. Okay. So the one thing that I really love about Epic is through my trading journey, ever since I started trading crypto in 2016, about a year later, I was introduced to Forex. And when I learned about Forex, I said, no, that's the answer. And I needed to figure out the solution to Forex. Okay. And I ran into guru after guru who thought that they could help me. I'm sure their intentions were pure, but they just didn't know how to teach, or they didn't know the skill set that I possess and how to help me. The beautiful thing about Epic is it encompasses 15 different Forex traders that are 6, 7, and even 8-figure traders who are teaching us everything we need to know. There's a 2-week syllabus that holds your hand and guides you through the entire process. While you're learning, you have the ability to learn with powerful trade alerts that are sent to your phone that you essentially just copy and paste and make money while you're learning. This skill set and the whole entire business model here just makes entirely way too much sense for me to not invest my whole entire heart and soul into this business, because it means a lot. Number one, we can help people in the masses. We can help people in one of the most important times where people need the help. As Ontarion highlighted, we're in the brink of disaster here, guys. Like, we're one emergency away from a disaster, but I will let you know, statistics show that if the average American was making an extra $500 a month, they would have less stress. The divorce rate would go down. There's a lot of things in our whole entire social economics that could change with an extra $500 a month. Nobody on this call is telling you to quit your job and build this business. What we're telling you to do is look into a different avenue where you can control your finances. Whether you like it or not, your money is in the Forex market. JP Morgan Chase is the #1 trader in the Forex market today. They're moving the money that's in your savings account and what you pay them in interest to make hundreds of millions of dollars a day. You might as well give yourself an opportunity to take advantage of less than 1% of that for yourself, right? Less than 1% of that is life-changing money for me and you. Doesn't really affect JP Morgan Chase, but it's worth it for you to take advantage of the skill set. Now, when it comes to our team, what Thomas and I have done, through the 50,000, there's over 7,500 people that have locked arms with our organization, right? Pound for pound, the Lions Den is the fastest growing team in the industry. We're literally the largest, the fastest growing, and the most helpful organization. We're willing to help people from any walk of life. We don't care about your background, your skill sets, what you have or what you don't have. This team is open. We will help you get to the goals that you have set out for yourself. It's not going to be easy. We don't pitch on hype ever. It's all about vision and values. Our organization wants to help over 100,000 people over the next 18 months, and we will do it. It's going to happen. It's already in our cards. You should be a part of that 100,000. That's the conversation you need to have with yourself, okay? So I implore you to make a decision to put yourself first and count on yourself and give yourself the chance to be a part of something that's great, that's going to be epic. Our executive leadership team is like none other. I mean, our CEO and founder, David McCovey, is an absolute genius. He's helped me and Thomas out tremendously from day one. He's never made us feel like we couldn't reach out to him. And that's the beautiful thing about this organization. So what I want to do real quick is introduce my business partner, Thomas Carver, because his Forex story is amazing. And I think it can resonate with a lot of people who might have some doubt. But Thomas is an amazing business partner. Him and I work tirelessly day and night, losing sleep to make sure our team has the fuel to continue to persevere and move forward. So without further ado, Thomas Carver, my best friend, my brother, I appreciate you, bro. Go ahead and take it over and drop the sauce, my guy.
Drop the sauce.
Holly, I appreciate it, brother. You guys hear me all right? All right. Guys, I'm definitely grateful. Thank you for having me on here. You know, Ali kind of mentioning my Forex story is, kind of interesting, right? I got back into the online marketing around 2013. I ran it up for several companies. I've been interviewed by the top executives in companies. I've been flown all around the U.S. Like, I've been at corporate events. I've been there and I've done well for myself. But, I ended up leaving the industry back in 2015 because I tried partnering up with some of these gurus that Ali were talking about. Talk about people who unfortunately just don't have what our best, just have like our interests at heart there. And, I tried to learn how to trade, and, it's something I was always interested in. I seen everybody, do really well with it. And unfortunately, I just kept partnering up with the wrong people. And I left the industry. I left the industry in general. It wasn't until this pandemic hit where, you know, it really kind of opened my eyes. You know, last year I ran my own business. I did really well for myself. You know, I traveled around and just, you know, true blue collar work. Well, the problem was I was gone 90% of the time, and, you know, having a newborn son, I realized I wanted to work from home again. And it was, you know, really the pandemic that happened where I seen, you know, some of my very own friends and family members and people, you know, colleagues lose 10, 20, 50, $100,000 within just, you know, a couple of days or even a week, right? When the pandemic hit, the entire market crashed. But in the very same breath, I was watching people make 10, 20, 50, $100,000 in the foreign exchange market and, you know, just trading like crypto and indices and commodities. And my mind was blown. It's like, how is it that, you know, the traditional way of investing is literally screwing my entire family and friends over, where they're losing everything they've worked for, but yet these guys are able to, you know, really flourish and change their lives. And I said, you know, I need to learn this. I want to learn this. I spoke it into existence. And the very next day I got an invitation to start learning how to trade. I said, you know what, maybe, you know, I believe everything happens for a reason. And I said, you know, this is it. This is where I'm going to do it. And I told myself I was going to take it seriously, started going through the education, started going through the very 2-week syllabus that Ali was talking to you about, jumped on as many live sessions as I could. This was back in the beginning of April, right? And let's just keep in mind here, you guys don't know, I did 6 years in the United States Army. I did 2 deployments to Afghanistan. I had a traumatic brain injury and I was medically retired from the Army. It's a lot harder for me to learn a skill set than most people. You know, I got to go through things multiple times, you know, and it takes a little bit longer for things to connect. But the thing is I stuck with it. I went through it. And in fact, today was my very first multiple 4-figure trading day. I finished off the week. I made over $3,000 today. I'm not saying that to hype you up. I'm just saying that as hope. I don't know if any of you guys have tried to learn how to trade or you started going through trading, but it's all about the right place, right time, right opportunity, and the right people. Ali had mentioned we have over 15 different corporate educators, people who have made high 6, 7, and 8-figure incomes, literally holding your hand 4 days a week, 3 times a day on a live session, showing you how they mark up the chart, showing you what their analysis is, how they do things. Not to mention we have a 2-week syllabus that shows you if you're the more of a DIY, go at your own pace kind of person, you know. And when Antarian started this call off, he had talked about how we had 50,000 people say yes to Epic. That's just month 1, right? We're not even finished with month 1. In fact, we're 25 days into it, and our goal was to hit 40K in 40 days. Here we are 25 days in, we're at 50,000 people. That is absolutely mind-blowing. And to think that the Lion's Den has 7,500 and roughly 7,550 people of that, that's amazing, right? We're people that genuinely care. We want to see you succeed. We know what it's like for people to be left behind. And the one thing that Ali and I said when we created the Lion's Den is we said we're going to make sure that nobody gets left behind. We're going to make sure that everybody has all the tools and resources they need, whether it be for trading or learning how to build and scale a business. But, you know, guys, just kind of take a minute and think about your situation and think, where do you want to be? You know, what do you have to lose, right? What do you have to gain? Maybe you're tired of being stuck in the same old situation, sitting at home, maybe living paycheck to paycheck. We're not asking you to quit your job. Just do something on the side. Quit binge watching Netflix and learn how to, trade. Take a couple hours a night, you know, jumping on a live session or going through the back office or marking up the chart. That right there could probably change your life. In fact, I know it could if you take it seriously. I mean, I've been at this for about 5 months now, and I just had my first 4-figure day. You know, anything could happen here. But guys, I appreciate you. I appreciate you having me on this call. Just definitely think about your situation. You know, get back to Ontarian. You know, just be like, hey, look, man, like I'm interested in hearing more about this opportunity, and you know, feel free to reach out to us. We'd be happy to help you. Honestly.
Awesome. Thank you, Thomas. One thing, you know, I wanted to say, Ontarian, is that, you know, when it comes to things like this, there's 3 things that really stop people. One is fear, one is doubt, one is skepticism. You got to get all of that out, okay? Because we have an opportunity for you. And if you start to say that I can't do it, then you're right. You won't be able to do it. But if you can look at us and say, those are leaders, I think they can take me where I need to go, then that's exactly what's going to happen. It's all about you, okay? So we're here to definitely support you. We are product first. We're trading first. You know, we want to make sure you learn the skill set, because guess what? When you learn the skill set, it'll be so easy to recruit. Like, look what Thomas did today. How easy is it going to be for him to just share that story with his audience, and they're going to be like, show me what to do. And we can show you the exact same way. All right, Ontarian, let me pass it back to you, buddy.
Hunter, and I think you're muted, brother. But real quick, I wanted to add, I did like how you pointed out one thing, Nicholas, about the skepticism, right? Ali and I have been in a lot of different companies. We've seen a lot of different leadership. And, one of the things is we got invited to go out to Las Vegas to sit down and meet with the owners and the executive team. And we went out there looking for a peace of mind. We went out there with the biggest skepticism we could have. And we were like, okay, what could go wrong? Everything, just kind of weighing out the pros and cons of going through with this. And we went out there and we got to sit down with the executive team. We got to sit down with the owners, and we got to, be, in fact, in their own home and see how they are, how they operate, really kind of peel back the layers of the onion on them, what they stand for and everything. And we went out there looking for a peace of mind. I think, I'd say for Ali as well, we got a lot more than that. We went out there and we met a family, we became a family and saw what these people stand for and how much they care about their team and their people and everything. And I'd asked Coach Max, the director of education, I'd asked her, I said, hey, so what's your plans with this platform? Where do you see this thing going? And she said she wanted to make sure that there was nothing but value, value for any individual. It doesn't matter if you've been trading for 5-10 years, couple of months, couple of days, or have no experience whatsoever. She's going to make sure that there is enough value that you have your entire basic level education, your intermediate level education, and your advanced level education. We have people teaching smart money techniques, order blocks, teaching you how the institutional traders trade, right? Stuff like that, things that I was able to implement to have my successful day that I had here. But I just want to talk about that, the actual skepticism, because I had that too. I know exactly where you guys are. And, it was through the time and meeting the people and seeing what it is that we have before us that I really fell in love with this thing and went all in.
Beautiful. Skepticism is a killer. It is a killer. I'm going to add one more component to that out of those three. Listening to other people, negative people. Listening to other people. And unfortunately, it comes a lot from family. I'm just talking from experience. Maybe you guys you probably had the same thing. When you said, I'm going to step out and become an entrepreneur, you probably had all types of people, especially family, say, "Oh, you're crazy. This stuff is a scam. You might as well just work a job, man. This stuff is this pyramid scheme. That's what it is. It's a pyramid scheme." And lo and behold, I did a video about this, the pyramid scheme deal, and I got to put it out there, guys. With all the naysayers, all the critics, all the negative folks, all the pessimists, the biggest pyramid scheme out there is your job. I'm just going to put it out there. The biggest pyramid scheme is your job. The CEO is at the top, and you got crumbs from what he's eating at his table, crumbs falling at the bottom. Think about that picture for a second. And that got me upset. I was upset when I found out that I'm working for somebody else's dream. I'm getting crumbs, and I can have the big fish. I can have the big steak myself. This is what we're bringing you here, ladies and gentlemen. You can have the big steak right here. All right. So hopefully what you've heard today inspired you, encouraged you to make a move, to get off the couch, stop binge watching Netflix, like Thomas said, get off of TikTok, right? That's a time wasters, guys. Procrastination kills, right? If you procrastinate long enough, oh, my job is going to be here tomorrow. No, one day you're going to wake up and it's going to be gone. What do you have? Do you have an emergency fund in place? What do you have in place that's going to save you financially, especially if you have a family? You got to think about this stuff, all right? We're not here for our health. We're here to give you the God-honest truth and to shake you up to make a decision. That's it. We can go to the beach somewhere right now and not get on camera and not do anything and just live our lives and enjoy this money. Well, we're so generous, all right, because we're entrepreneurs. We understand the struggle. The struggle is real. We understand how people are struggling now more than ever, that we're willing to give us some time, at least half an hour, to inspire you to do something different. And that's what we're here for. All right? So, any questions? I know you guys got a mouthful, but after this, you should be ready to sign up. Oh, let me ask, guys, how much is it right now, and how many days do we have left to get in right now this month before the price changes?
What day is it? Let's see. Today is the 25th. So the pre-launch ends on September 30th. Okay. And then the actual company launches on October 1st. When the actual company launches, everybody, us included, everybody's going to pay that scholar fee of $99.99, so $100. And now you're officially a part of the company. You have access to everything. Currently, if people want, they could pay $20 and get positioned a little bit early, maybe, get in a little bit of a higher spot before the floodgates open. And they'll have access to the trade signals. They'll get to access the coaches, the live sessions. The only thing they won't have access to is Epic University, which is where you're going to learn. That'll come on October 1st. And one more thing I wanted to hit on, as far as you talked about corporate America, I've said this a few times in my presentation, is that in corporate America, I remember when I got my first corporate America job, 90-day probationary period. They can fire me for any reason. I can leave for any reason, right? So I'm thinking, so I'm going to give this person 90 days out of my life, and they're going to determine if I get to stay here or not. And people are not willing to give 90 days to their own business. Give 90 days to this business, lock arms with us. I guarantee you, you'll change your life.
That's right. That's right. You hear that, guys? Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
And you got to put in the work, of course. You got to put in the work.
You got to put in the work. Oh yeah, you got to put. Ain't no, everything in life doesn't come free, guys. You got to work for something. Okay, whether you're learning, all right, whether you're working with your hands or you're learning something, right? You got to work for it. You got to work for it. I think this quote came to my mind. A regular education. You go to college, get an education, right? Will make you a living. Okay, self-education, like Forex trading, will make you a fortune. Think about that. Think about that. Right now, for those of you who graduated college, I'm a college dropout. Okay, proud of it. Ali is too. All right, we're self-educated entrepreneurs. Okay, and we've made a lot of money. We're still making a lot of money. All right, think about that. So, $19.99. You got what? 4 days? Today's the 26th.
25th.
25th. 5 days, guys, to lock arms in this pre-launch. $20. You spend that in your sleep. You spend $20 while you sleep. All right, and then $99. It goes to $99 a month, which is still pennies, because you're going to spend $100 when you take your wife out on a date. Or on a day or any time, family out somewhere. You're spending $100 easily. Okay, so the amount of education that you're going to get with $99 a month is going to be astronomical. It's going to change your life.
And Ontarian, one more thing, like people need to understand is that we have coaching in place. We have the trade signals in place. Okay. We have a 20 pips and dips strategy that doesn't make sense now. But let me tell you, if you use that strategy, you're going to make more than $100 a month anyways. And if you're going to make more than $100, there's never any reason to quit, because that money's going to start compounding. You're going to put social proof out, and your team's just going to build exponentially based on your results. So, like I said, that fear, doubt, and skepticism, one thing I always tell my team is the end result of fear is the death of a possibility. Okay. If you stay scared, nothing's going to happen. But what do you have to lose by taking a chance? What else are you going to do with $100 anyways, right? So just kind of budget. Like, can I give 1 to 3 months of my life to work with these guys and learn a skill set that I would not have known about otherwise? Because that's how it happened to me. Ali, Thomas, myself, even Ontarian. There was a time we didn't even know what Forex trading was. It was, and now we're so glad we know that word, because that word is absolutely changing our lives.
That's right. Exactly.
Some people that tell you been trading 10, 15 years, and it blows my mind. I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing 10, 15 years ago. Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, where has this been?
It's the greatest kept secret, man. And people are catching on now. That's why I say it's the shift. There's a huge shift happening, and more entrepreneurs are grabbing a hold of Forex in all different angles. And it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful thing.
We're out here legally robbing the banks.
What was that, Thomas?
I said we're out here legally robbing the banks.
Hey, I'm glad you brought that up, Thomas. I always say this, brother. Take it out. Guys, if you got, so if your money's sitting in the bank right now, we know the banks understand trading. They trade all the time, all right? Your money's sitting there. They love it, okay? So your money is in there. Say you paid all your bills, and you got a nice little chunk of change sitting in your bank. You're wasting time with it right there in the bank. It's collecting dust. You're not making any money. You put it in a Forex trading account, and you take some signals from Coach Max, she's a beast, by the way. She's a Forex genius. Copy and pasting. You can make some money. I don't care if you make $5 in a day. Guess what? The bank didn't pay you $5. You just made a profit for the day, pushing a couple of buttons. Okay. So our goal, and we do it every day, is to beat the banks. And that's what you're going to be learning here inside of Forex.
Yeah, the reason why we say that, we're robbing the banks legally is because 77% of the Forex industry is the big banks moving money around the world, right? Mm-hmm. So we only represent 23%, but every day that number is getting bigger. So every day that number gets bigger, the banks are looking at us and say, hey, we have competition. It reminds me of, the recession in 2007 and 8 when the housing, busted, right? And now all the banks have all these foreclosures. They're like, well, we can't handle this on our own. We need the private sector, right? But this time we didn't wait for them to tell us they need us. We just came in anyways. So we're just going to get our piece of the pie, whether they like it or not.
Yeah, bro. That's right. We go get it. All right, we got some questions here. Let me start. Let me go at the top. Let's see here. Transparency is key. Okay, we answered this one already. Catherine, how much does it cost to get started? So right now, Catherine, $19.99 right now in September, okay? So you got to lock yourself in now, all right? Next month, it goes to $99, okay? So you got 5 days to make a decision. If I were you, I'll make a decision ASAP, okay? Lock yourself in. And then one of the great things we have too, ladies and gentlemen, we have an onboarding strategy. What does that mean? When you join us, we're in your inbox. We're calling you. We're texting you. We are there to say, hey, welcome to the team. How can we help you? We even get on a Zoom with you and say, hey, let us walk you through something. We did that today with one of my signups today. We got on a Zoom with them, walked them through the back office, everything you need to know. And we just want everybody to know we're here for you guys. We're serious about what we're saying here. Okay. Good question, Catherine. Lavita, how many hours a day are the classes? Ali, can you hit on that one?
Absolutely. So the beautiful thing about the Forex market is it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's why I keep looking at my phone. I'm actually some Thursday trades, that have bled over to today. But as far as the classes are concerned, so they run the classes as each market session opens for the live trading session. So 2 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Eastern, and 9 p.m. Eastern. Typically, these run about an hour and a half to 2 hours long, depending on the educator or the session. The actual videos in the back office through the 2-week syllabus, each day is designed for you to get through one day in under 2 hours, right? So that's how they've pretty much structured that. And then we also do breakout sessions throughout the week, where I think 6 times throughout the week, we do study hall sessions. Those really don't have a time frame on them. Coach Max or somebody from her team will get on here and just kind of deliver some education for a short period of time and then open it up to Q&A. If anybody has questions about how to set up their MetaTrader 4 account, any questions about support and resistance, market structure, Elliott waves, supply and demand, order blocks, whatever the case may be, she'll address those. So there's so many different avenues for you to get access to the education. And another thing to add on top of that, Lavita, is everything is recorded. So you'll always be able to watch everything on a replay. And I was also looking at the YouTube feed. Ontarian, Lavita also asked, how do I get started? Where do I sign up? So
awesome. Lavita, you own it, Lavita. So Lavita, what I'm going to do, actually, let me give you the link. For those of you who want to sign up right now, I'll give you the link right now. It's tradewithontarian.com. Very simple. Tradewithontarian.com. If you don't know how to spell my name, you can look on my Facebook, or I'll spell it for you, ONTARIAN. Tradewithontarian.com. I'm also going to leave a link below this video once it propagates, okay? And you'll be ready to roll. Catherine, I always wanted to do this. I really did. I do so many different things, enjoying too many different opportunities, but none of them was in my heart. It was just a way to make money. Very good point, Catherine. So from what I just read, the programs that you've been working recently here or working now, you're just doing it to make money. So it's kind of like what we discussed earlier. You're exchanging your time for money, which is great. You can control that, the amount of money that you want to make. But when you're passionate about something, there's something different that happens. You move different. You talk different. Your results become different. And that's what we have here. Our passion, guys, is Forex trading, helping people. And when you help people, you're going to get rewarded for it here. Okay. That's what it's all about. So looking forward to working with you, Catherine. Hugo, how do I get started? Pay the 20 now. Can I pay? No, we don't have a way to pay Bitcoin yet, do we, Ali?
But hey, Ali, can they use that WireX app?
So people can use virtual cards. You can use a virtual card through WireX, wirex.com. You fund it with BTC. That gives you a virtual Visa. And there's also another platform called ZoomCoin, or CoinZoom. Sorry, CoinZoom. One way, just look it up. It's a virtual card. Once again, you can deposit BTC and get a virtual Visa as well. And then to the last person who asked that question, whenever you're just working towards anything for money, whether it's a job or a business opportunity, your heart won't be in it. It sounds like you need to kind of get down and have a conversation with yourself and find out what your why is, what your purpose is. Because once you know your purpose, that can give you any opportunity. Now you're not building for money, you're building for purpose and passion and for, generational wealth or whatever it is that's fueling you. So it just sounds like internally you need to have a heart to heart with yourself and figure out what motivates you and what your why is.
Absolutely. The why is the biggest thing. When you guys sit down and you understand what your why is, things, you get a huge paradigm shift. It could be your kids. Time for me, it was time freedom. I wanted time freedom. You want to go on vacation. You just want to be in something that supports you more. We have like you see here, we have massive support, guys, and we're here to help you all the way. Catherine said, "Can I start investing with $100 to $200 for Forex?" Yes, yes, you can. The calls are recorded in the back office. Yep, I'll hit on that. All right.
Can I kind of touch on like the investing part too, like what it's going to take to start? So for everybody, we always recommend that you start with a demo account, right? So you're playing with fake money, monopoly money. The only, everything is real about it. It's just the only difference is you cannot withdraw the money at the end of the day. You can make, $1,000, $2,000 with a demo account, but you're just not gonna be able to take that home and use it as you want. That's a good thing too, is like it's going to be able to teach you a lot of the discipline, teach you a lot of the stuff and like how to properly place a trade, because at first, you're going to be pressing a couple different buttons, being able to learn like what a sell stop or a buy stop or sell limit or buy limit is, or market execution, stuff like that. It's good to play around with those on a demo account and start taking your trades on a demo account, and even learning how to journal your own trades is going to be a big thing. And just kind of going through that with a demo account is, what we recommend to everybody. But when it does come time to actually start investing real money into a live account, whether it be a month, 2 months, or however long down the road before you decide, hey, yes, I'm ready to start, actually trading live, then, we suggest maybe start off with 100 or, 200, maybe even like a $50 account, something, and just start really small with a micro lot size. So, it's not one of them things where you're going to need a large capital to start learning how to trade. My first broker account I opened was a $50 account. That was my first live account. It wasn't nothing big. So definitely, you don't need to worry about like that on that part. Just the biggest thing is just taking action now. One of my favorite quotes is the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. We were just talking about those people that are talking about, oh, I've been trading for 5, 10, 15 years. Yeah, it'd been great to start learning then. Well, the second best time to start learning is now. Start going through the education, then you can worry about the investment later and how much you need to start with. So biggest thing is getting locked in today. Start going through the education, start watching all the recorded calls, start learning how to mark up the charts, and just getting locked in.
Absolutely. Wonderful. Yeah, demo is key. And remember, guys, self-education is what we're talking about here. That can make you a fortune over time. Yes, right, Ken. This is a movement, my friend. We are moving rapidly, 50,000 and counting, and it's just the leverage and the momentum is crazy. So we're moving at lightning speed. Any other questions? I'm looking at the chat here.
Yeah, if anybody has any other questions, they can definitely reach out to you or me. We'll get them answered and get them onboarded. Now's the time to get in, because you don't want to 20 years down the road, I remember that company Epic, because we are going to be there. We're going to be that legacy company that's going to be there. So you might as well get locked in now, learn the skill sets. So 20 years from now, you're such a great trader. You've, helped people out. You've created generational wealth for your family, your friends. You just plug people in. Let the university teach them what they need to know.
Yep.
That's right. And I want to lead us with you guys in closing. What we're doing here and what you're going to be able to do here is you're going to work for a season and eat for a lifetime. Let me say that one more time. Think about that. Work for a season, eat for a lifetime. You may be gone, dead and gone, but your kids, your grandchildren are eating for a lifetime. That is the vision that we have here inside the Lion's Den, inside of Epic in general. That is the vision that we have for you, okay? And we already have it for us. We just want to instill that same energy, that same optimism inside of you, your DNA. So remember when we started this, I said we want to dig down deep in your DNA. Hopefully we reach somebody today. We don't need to reach everybody. Of course, everybody's not going to see the vision. But we can only reach a few folks who see the vision. We don't need everybody. And they can light a fire on other people as well. All right. Gennaro said, "Let me in." Ready to break down that dope.
Oh,
Gennaro kicking down the dope.
let's go.
We got you. I got you covered, Gennaro. I just found this. Does it cost anything? All right, Brenda. So yes, it does. And do me a favor, Brenda. Look at this video over again when we're done, so you get the logistics of what we're talking about here. But in a nutshell, it is $19.99 to join this month. It's going to go to $99 a month next month. Okay, so I will message you, Brenda, to get you some details as well. Eddie said, "Be epic." That's right, sir. That is right. We're gonna be epic, brother. So, guys, thanks for coming on. We really appreciate all of you. Again, the link is to join. It's going to be tradewithontarian.com. If you got questions, feel free to reach out to me or any of the gentlemen here that you see. We're open book, and we'll help you get started ASAP. Okay. Till then, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good one.
Thank you, everybody.
Everybody, take care.
All right.